The executive department is now preparing the transition to a new administration. To tell us more, we have Maricel Halili joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Hi, Mase, good afternoon. How is the palace preparing for our new president?
Hi, Sean. Earlier, during the press conference and during the pre-recorded talk to the people of President Duterte, Malacanang has announced that the president himself has already signed the Administrative Order number 47, creating the Presidential Transition Committee. This committee will be led by Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, and their primary mandate is to make sure that there will be a smooth transition from the current administration to the next administration. They also asked other departments under the executive branch of the government to do the same to make sure that all the pending projects of the department under the office of the president and the executive branch will be transitioned or will be transmitted smoothly to the next administration.
Did the incumbent President Duterte have anything to say to presumptive President Marcos or have any advice for his successor?
For now, Sean, President Duterte congratulated whoever will be the next president. Of course, as we all know, based on the unofficial and partial count of the PPCRV, it is Bongbong Marcos who is already the presumptive president and Sara Duterte the presumptive vice president. He has some points of advice to the next president. President Duterte, for one, said that the next administration must abolish the party list system because, as we all know, this is a system which is thoroughly abused by some groups and some personalities. Number two, he also advised the next administration that if they plan to amend the Constitution, better start it as early as possible, because if they start the constitutional amendments on the latter part of the term of the next president, some critics will say that the purpose of the constitutional amendment will just to make sure that there will be a term extension. So the President Duterte doesn't want that to happen to the next administration. And of course, he also advised the next president to give some attention to the current crisis between Ukraine and Russia, because the tension between the two countries may actually affect the status of the Philippines, and he also doesn't want that to happen.
All right, some solid pieces of advice grabbed from learnings over the last 6 years. Now, what was the palace's assessment of the recently concluded national and local elections? Were they satisfied?
So far, President Duterte said that for him, it is generally peaceful, and he feels that there was no cheating that happened during the national election last Monday. Nevertheless, he still asked the COMELEC that it will be better if they will investigate the allegations on cheating, just to abuse the minds of some critics.
All right, first quarter GDP clocked in at 8.3%. Mase, we were expecting a higher number, above 6, but this is quite big. What did the palace have to say about the growth that they garnered on their last quarter as the administration?
Well, Sean, as usual, the tone of the palace is they are still optimistic when it comes to the economic status of the country. They still consider the huge impact of the pandemic over the last 2 years. But they say that the economic status of the Philippines so far is good. It simply shows that the finance team, the economic team, did a good job in preparing the country's economy despite the challenges such as the pandemic.
Having said that, Mase, any idea who will make up the new or incoming economic team?
we still don't know, Sean. Well, we have to wait and see what will be the announcement of the next administration. So far, the only confirmed information that we got is that the presumptive president, Bongbong Marcos, has already announced that Sara Duterte will be the next DepEd secretary.
All right, thank you so much. And looking forward to more updates. Maricel Halili joining us live from Mandaluyong City.